Hi, my name is Rachel and welcome to the Art Crew. If your favorite paintbrush has ever fallen apart or maybe your bristles look a little wild, then today's video is for you. I will be going over some best cleaning practices with our paintbrushes that use water-based mediums, especially acrylic paints, why paintbrushes fail, and what happens inside of a paintbrush while we're cleaning it, as well as some simple habits that we rarely talk about that dramatically extend the life expectancy of our paintbrushes. So, let's get started. Let's say you are finished painting for today. The first step we're going to do to help save our brush is we are actually going to wipe off the excess paint on whatever rag or paper towel, and this is even true if you are using watercolor or gouache. The next step is to rinse our paintbrush off even before we make it to the sink. I like to stick my paintbrush all the way down to the bottom of my water cup with very gentle pressure. I'm going to make circles. We don't want to press too hard because that's how the bristles get kind of wonky and out of shape. And once I've swirled it a couple of times, I'm going to wipe off the excess water and it is now ready to be cleaned. As a side note, if you are using acrylic paint, please don't dump this down your kitchen sink. It can clog your pipes. If you have a utility sink, use it, or a toilet, or the best method is to just dump it outside on some grass. So once we are ready to actually wash our paintbrush off, we have two options. We can either use liquid soap or we can use a bar of soap. Mine's kind of funky. They do make paintbrush bars of soap as well. Now both methods are very similar. I'm going to start by showing off the liquid soap one. You're going to start by putting some soap in the palm of your hand and you're going to work your bristles around in a circular motion and up and down. You want to work that soap into the paintbrush very gently. Again, we don't want to spread the bristles too much, but our goal is to try to get the soap all the way up to this metal bit called the ferrule, which will be really important in just a little bit. Now, if you're using a bar of soap, this is very similar. You're going to take your paintbrush and you're going to work it back and forth over the surface of your bar of soap and in circular motions so that all of the bristles are covered. Once your paintbrush is coated in soap, then we are going to take our fingers and we're gently going to work it in, especially if you have a dense brush or there might be some leftover paint stuck. You can kind of see it inside the bristles. So I'm just going to work it all in. Now, if you are an acrylic painter or beginning acrylic paints, I do have a free guidebook down below. Feel free to check it out if you'd like. Now, once this is fully cleaned, the next step is to take it to the sink and rinse it off. For this, you're going to want to use cold or cool water, and I'm just going to gently separate the bristles both using my fingers and the palm of my hand, making sure I don't see any leftover paint. Just like that, my brush is clean. Sometimes you have to do this 2 or 3 times, but that is the general method. However, this isn't what causes the brush to fail. It's actually the next step, which is to let our paintbrush dry. Remember how I was talking about this metal bit called the ferrule? Well, inside the ferrule, there is glue and the tip of the handle, and the bristles are actually glued to the ferrule, and then the ferrule lays over top of it and is crimped down. Over time, and with washing and sitting in our water cup, water will seep down through the bristles into the ferrule and will slowly start to break down the glue. And this is what causes a paintbrush to fail. So the biggest problem, and something I didn't learn till probably much later than I should have, is you don't want to leave your paintbrush sitting up in a cup like this to dry, or on a paintbrush drying rack in which the bristles are pointed up or down. The best method to help prevent the ferrule from breaking down or failing is to actually leave your paintbrush drying on a flat surface. I use a rag or sometimes I'll even use a paper towel, and if it's a really dense brush, I'll flip it once to make sure that it's dry on both sides. Otherwise, this paintbrush is about 12 years old. What'll happen is the ferrule will loosen from the handle, and this is where it can snap apart and break, and then you have to buy a new paintbrush, which can be expensive or sad if you love a paintbrush like I do. This probably has one more painting before it needs to be replaced. But if you keep them flat like this, even inexpensive paintbrushes will last many years. This one's about 8 years old, and it is an excellent way to keep our paintbrushes working the way they should. Now, if your paintbrush has some weird flyaways, there is one more step you can do before letting it dry, and that's actually to take a little bit of soap. You can either use your bar of soap or your liquid soap. I just put a little bit on my fingers, and you are going to brush your bristles back into shape. Think of this like conditioner or hair gel even. And then you're going to let it dry without rinsing it off. This reconditions the brush back into shape and can help with those crazy little flyaways. So hopefully this practice of cleaning your paintbrushes in this way will help save your favorite paintbrush and help those bristles stay in place. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I am happy to answer them as they come up. Happy painting, and I'll see you next time.